As we head further and further into the 21st century, the way we grow our food is going to greatly change in order to increase the growing efficiency and meet the growing demands of the planet. One reason for this is the rocketing population across the world today. There are roughly 7 billion people living on planet Earth nowadays. However, according to the United Nations, by the year 2050, this is expected to grow to more than 9 billion people. This means the world food supply is expected to double within the next 30 years in order to meet up with the increasing demand. However, the conventional way of growing crops is not really that sustainable. In fact, among all the fresh water consumed across the world each year, 70% of it is dedicated just to growing crops. Further, the amount of land required to grow the food we consume each year is also gigantic. Typically, and throughout most of human history, whenever we have wanted to produce more food, we simply cut down forests or plowed more grasslands to make room for more farms. The issue here is that we are sort of running out of space available, as we have already cleared an area that is roughly the size of South America right now to grow the necessary amount of crops that we consume. Not to mention that arable land, or land that is capable of growing crops, is quickly disappearing thanks to the effects of climate change and soil erosion. Therefore, it's fair to say that increasing the food supply through expanding available farmland is simply not an option in the future. Hydroponic systems rely on dissolved nutrient additives to grow food in contained water structures rather than soil. Using this method of production, farmers can precisely control pH and nutrient levels in the water to optimize plant growth. Hydroponic farming can effectively tackle the root problem of traditional farming and increase growing efficiency. First of all, hydroponic farming enables a much more efficient growth process. Applying the specific layout of the hydroponic farm, such as vertical planting, farmers are able to grow 3 to 10 times more crops in the same amount of space as conventional farms. Take tomatoes as an example. We can yield around 10 to 12 tons of tomatoes per acre per year in soil farming, where in hydroponic 180 to 200 tons per acre per year. Another yield-increasing factor is the lack of pests and diseases. Many diseases are soil-borne, so are many organisms that potentially feed on the plant. Hence, it is necessary to remove weeds regularly for soil-based agriculture. In the hydroponics farming system, since weeds, pests, and plant diseases are heavily reduced, there are fewer chemicals used. This helps grow cleaner and healthier vegetables. The cut of insecticide and herbicides is a strong point for hydroponics when modern societies emphasized more and more on food safety. Thirdly, hydroponic crops can be grown anywhere at any time of the year, regardless of weather conditions, availability of cultivable land, or soil quality. Hydroponic farming has the potential to provide fresh, local food for areas with extreme droughts and low soil quality, such as in sub-Saharan Africa, where access to leafy green vegetables is often limited. Thirdly, hydroponics could also preserve water resources. The hydroponic systems use 90% less fresh water than traditional agriculture production methods because of the closed recycling water systems. Basically, the water is pumped through the system, ran into the channels to provide nutrients for the crops, and then ran out at the end. It goes back to holding tanks, and the water could be kept recycling for 2 or 3 times. In the process of water cycle, water will be filtered, disinfected, and refrigerated in order to cultivate vegetables with the cleanest and freshest water. Despite all the advantages, high initial investment is the only thing which pulls people back from joining hydroponic farming, because they need to set up machinery equipment which is costly. The combination of photovoltaic panels and hydroponic systems is one of the best solutions to increase the cost effectiveness and return of investment in hydroponic farms. Installing photovoltaic panels on the hydroponics greenhouse is a new agricultural operation model, namely photovoltaic agricultural greenhouses. It integrates solar photovoltaic power generation, intelligent temperature control systems, and modern high-tech planting. The greenhouse applies a steel frame and is covered with solar photovoltaic modules, while ensuring solar photovoltaic power generation and the lighting needs of the entire greenhouse crops. The photovoltaic agricultural greenhouse is like adding a spectrometer to the outside of the agricultural greenhouse, which can isolate infrared rays and prohibit excessive heat from entering the greenhouse. In wintertime and at night, it can prohibit the infrared wavelength of light in the greenhouse from radiating outwards, reducing the speed of temperature drop, and plays a role of heat preservation. The amount of electricity generated by solar photovoltaic can support the irrigation system of the greenhouse, supplement the light for plants, solve the winter heating demand of the greenhouse, increase the temperature of the greenhouse, and promote the rapid growth of crops. Though using the sun's energy to generate electricity, the farm can maintain its daily operation without emitting greenhouse gases, at the same time reducing the operational cost of the farms, making them more profitable. The farms that complement agriculture and solar panels can effectively produce clean energy to achieve self-sufficiency. We, Hong Kong Hydroponics Limited, is the pioneer of constructing photovoltaic agricultural greenhouse. We are the largest hydroponics production company in Hong Kong. All fruits and vegetables we sell are produced locally at our hydroponic farm located at Lao Fao Shan. We believe that hydroponic is the key element for a sustainable food supply chain in the future. We are driven by the dream of seeing fresh, clean, and delicious food being grown and consumed in local communities. Therefore, our mission is to empower people to build their own hydroponic farm by the efficient and productive technologies that we have developed. We hope you have a better understanding about the relationship between hydroponic and sustainability after watching this video. Thank you very much. If you're interested in our products or joining our farm, feel free to visit our website on hk-hydroponics.com or contact us on hkhydroponic@gmail.com for more information. Thanks so much!